Today, I'll walk you through step by step how to create a make scenario that connects to Gmail so you can automate your email workflows without writing a single line of code. Make, formerly known as Integromat, is one of the most powerful no-code automation platforms available today, and pairing it with Gmail opens up a world of possibilities, from auto-sorting incoming leads to sending personalized follow-up emails triggered by actions in other apps. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. The very first thing you need to do is log into your Make account at make.com. Once you're inside your dashboard, you'll see the main navigation on the left-hand side. Look for the Scenarios tab and click it. Scenarios are essentially your automation blueprints, the containers where all your logic lives. In the top right corner of that screen, you'll find a button labeled Create a New Scenario. Go ahead and click that. Make will open a fresh canvas, which is the visual workspace where you'll drag, drop, and connect all the building blocks of your automation. Starting from this blank canvas might feel a little daunting the first time, but you'll quickly find that Make's drag and drop interface is one of the most intuitive ways to think about automation. You're literally drawing the flow of your data. Now, in the center of that canvas, you'll see a large plus button. This is your gateway to every app and service Make can connect to, and there are over 1,000 of them. Click it and a search panel will appear. Type Gmail into the search bar and select it from the results. Before you do anything else though, take a moment to think about the role Gmail will play in your scenario. In Make, every module is either a trigger or an action. A trigger is the event that starts your scenario. For example, Watch Emails will fire the automation every time a new email arrives in your inbox. An action, on the other hand, is something Make does, like send an email or create a draft, typically as a response to something that happened earlier in the workflow. Choosing the right module type from the start saves you from having to rebuild things later, so be deliberate here. Once you've selected your Gmail module, Make will ask you to establish a connection between your Make account and your Google account. This is a one-time authorization step, and it's completely secure. Make uses Google's official OAuth 2.0 protocol, which means you're granting permission through Google's own system rather than handing your password to a third party. Click Create a Connection. Give it a clear, recognizable name, something like My Gmail or your actual email address, so you can identify it easily if you end up connecting multiple accounts later. Then click Sign in with Google and follow the prompts. If you're using a personal Gmail account, you may see a warning screen from Google saying, the app hasn't been verified. This is completely normal for OAuth connections made through automation tools. Simply click Advanced and then go to Make, and you'll be straight through. Workspace accounts, those are the business or organization accounts ending in your company's domain. Typically sail through this step without any extra friction. Once authorized, your connection will appear as active in the module settings, and Make is now ready to read or write to your Gmail on your behalf. With the connection live, it's time to configure exactly what you want this Gmail module to do. If you chose a trigger like Watch Emails, you'll see configuration options that let you narrow the scope of what Make monitors. You can point it at a specific label or folder, say your Leads label, so it only fires when emails tagged a certain way arrive, rather than triggering on every single message in your inbox. You can also tell it to process unread messages only, which prevents the scenario from repeatedly acting on emails you've already handled. There's also a field for the maximum number of emails to process per run, and setting this to a sensible number like 5 or 10 is a smart habit when you're first testing. It keeps things manageable and prevents runaway API usage while you're still dialing in your logic. If instead you chose an action like send an email or create a draft, you'll be mapping data into fields like recipient, subject, and body. This is where Make's power really starts to shine. Rather than typing a static email address or a fixed subject line, you can pull dynamic data from earlier modules in your scenario. For instance, a client's name and email fetched from a Google Sheet or a CRM. You do this by clicking inside a field and selecting variables from the data panel that appears on the right. The result is a fully personalized email generated automatically at the exact moment your scenario runs, without any manual effort on your part. And there you have it. You've created a Make scenario, added a Gmail module, authorized the connection to your Google account, and configured your trigger or action settings. What you've built here is the foundation of a genuinely powerful automation. From this point, you can extend the scenario by clicking the plus button after your Gmail module and chaining in additional apps, a Slack notification, a new row in a spreadsheet, or a task created in your project management tool. Make scenarios can grow as complex as you need them to, one module at a time. If you found any value in today's video, hitting that like button is a small gesture that makes a real difference in helping others find this content. Drop a note in the comments too, whether it's something you enjoyed or a suggestion for how we can make these guides even better. We read every single one, and your feedback directly shapes what we build next. Save this video and come back to it whenever you're setting up a new Gmail connection from scratch. The steps are always the same, and getting comfortable with this flow will make every automation you build from here that much faster.